Oh, it's just wonderful when everything comes together. Only good thing about the day is coffee and the sun shining. So, yeah, yesterday's video, I guess the audio at the end wasn't so good. Sorry about that. Um, Rainey had an appointment to go see a vet tech in proctology work. Yeah, I ain't cleaning her backside out. No way. That's just nasty. Doesn't cost much to have somebody else do it. So, yeah, we had to do that once in a while. And we had to pick up some pain pills for Blue. He doesn't get them very often, but if he's hurting, he gets them. So, yeah, made the trip worthwhile. So I then made a comment last night in the video that, in the comment section, I should specify that. The one calf stepped on her foot. Yeah, it was black and blue last night, her whole foot. So I haven't talked to her much this morning. She's been a little on the grumpier side because feed buckets didn't get filled yesterday. It's not a fun thing to do first thing in the morning when all the cows are standing there bellowing waiting to eat. So she got that done. I just got off the phone with Tom. Yeah, UPS is, I don't know. They've had the same driver where the company's office is, the billing address, for 15, 20 years, whatever. I mean, amazingly, it's still the same person. Guy knows that they don't deliver anything there unless it's, letters or office supplies, that kind of thing. So he's wondering how they could say it was delivered, but bearings were delivered. We'll get back to that, the bearings for the cultivator. So he's finding out today that nobody knows where they are. They were shipped. They were supposed to be delivered. Everything said it was delivered to the wrong place. But, still part of the company. They're not there. He's gone back to UPS. He's gone back to the shipper. Of course, UPS is saying, keep in mind, this was a few months ago that they were ordered. And then they didn't get sent, reordered. It was kind of a mess. Supposed to come out of a freaking warehouse in Missouri, I think. Don't quote me on that. And, those guys took a holiday off that nobody else took off. So they weren't shipped on the day they were supposed to be. They marked them shipped, but they were never shipped. Fast forward like a month, and they got shipped. Yeah, they shipped them to another warehouse. Why would you ship them to another warehouse in your company when they're specifically supposed to go to a customer? Yeah. Anyway, vicious circle. Tom's trying to get it figured out. UPS says, oh, well, you're 23 days past the time that you can make a claim. Well, he thought they were there. Tracking said it was all sitting there. He just hadn't made it over to the office to get it because that's not part of his job. That's not what he does. When he leaves the shop, the office is closed. He goes home. So anyway, he's hopefully going to find something out there. If we got to order new, I mean, it's 4 days to get them. Would have been nice to know that 4 days ago, but And no, I'm not going to go to a different supplier because price on these bearings, I'm getting 6 of them for like the price of 2. And these bearings are double sealed instead of single sealed. And single seal bearings, I mean, we'd get a season, maybe 2 seasons on the cultivator if we were lucky, and we'd have to replace all of them. Most of the ones on here, well, actually all of them that are on there now are all the double seal. And the one that is out will be the probably 3rd one that's gone out in over 10 years. So, I'm not going to complain. We'll wait. And pump packing. Since what came was for 1 1/4 shaft and it was a seal and not a packing for 1 3/4 shaft, he's hoping, I'm thinking today was when he should have ordered it, and he's going to try to figure that out too. But he's been busy working on equipment in their cabinet shop, so I don't know what today's going to bring, other than everything I had planned right now is already out the window. So I guess we move on to other things. And Tylen's busy texting me wanting something in the barn, so I better go. Oh, she says the water troughs in the calf barn, so underneath the deck and the one right below the deck. Yeah, they're full of freaking mosquito larvae, so she's cleaning those out today. I don't know how the hell. Usually mosquitoes don't go in the building like that to get to it. But they're getting cleaned out anyway. That's as clean as it's going to get. Still a pile of junk there. But bad thing is these style have a lip, and that's open into that cavity. So when you tip them up to dump them out, all that crap goes in there. When you lay them back down, it all comes back out. Kind of hard to get out of there. Pain in the butt. Then we come over here and put up with the noise. This was pretty damn clean. I know a little stuff on the edge, but not bad. We cheated. Rather than taking them outside and actually hose them and scrubbed them down, sucked it out, dumped the rest into a bucket, and dumped the bucket out. This one's the dirtiest of the bunch. It's also the hardest one to try to tip up because the hose to this one's hooked to it. So we may just cheat on it a little bit, use a scoop. We'll see. But yeah, that cheap hobo freight pump, that's like 15, 20 years old now. Set out in a bucket of water all one winter and I didn't know it. Figured it was toast. Carefully plugged it in and it turned over. That's been 6 or 7 years ago. Still does this just fine. Oh yeah, look. Just a silhouette. Oh, you even turned around, but I didn't know it. Becky's even down here helping today. And of course, all the dogs. Yeah, it's overkill for the pasture harrow, but hell of a lot more comfortable than sitting on a little 135 or on the 175. Or the John Deere. I don't like having to bounce loaders around doing that kind of work anyway. I'll leave the pipes laying there. She can do this in 2 pieces, but kind of go back and forth. Horseshoe each side so the ruts are the way we still work the whole thing. Just told me there's an open hole right over there. You know, I haven't seen any fresh workings over there for a couple of days since I shot the last one out of there. And the other end of the pipe over here where it goes under the fence, I just caught another one there. And the corner she's getting into, there's been one. Now there's 3. And one over in that corner, well, toward that corner. I've shot 5 of them out of the group, and there's still one. Thought I had that taken care of last night. Oh well. Oh, she's going to do that side first. That's the plan anyway. And then move the traveler up and start at that end and work it this way. And let the cows have the little 3-corner piece here with what's left of that pile of hay. Hopefully they will eat more of that. I really got to get some hay over there to Dino's group. That was kind of in the plans yesterday, but I wasn't going to do it by myself in the afternoon. Oh, and I don't know how hot it's supposed to be today, but at 10 o'clock it was 75 degrees, and that was on the shop thermometer, which is usually 3 to 5 degrees colder than what it really is, because it sets down in the hole, kind of below grade in there. So yeah, it's starting to get icky out. Well, one traveler running out there. Got my exercise for the day because I had to walk all the way back to the pump, but stretch the other one out. It's behind the tree, you can't see it. So you got this bottom over here all pasture harrowed and smoothed up. They smoothed up over in there. And now Bam Bam's group gets to come back out. Let's see if they get their asses in gear or not. Because, I know what especially the calves will do. They get down here, they'll go right through this, even though they can see it, because they think they're going back up there. But try to keep somebody down here to block it. As long as they'll follow her, she'll just take them right on out that gate. They don't got a lot there, but, you know.
I don't know if it's a good thing that we actually fenced that off permanent or not. When I was little, we made hay on it clear down into here, and that spring over there in the side of the hill was always an issue. And you know, so then Dad started putting temporary across top of the hill. Well, he put it over as far as we put the permanent one, and it just, I mean, you'd lose 2 or 3 bales off what we were going to get. But yeah, here we go. And if you wonder why some of them are getting dust pneumonia, and that's just this little strip. Pisses the other ones off because they got nowhere to go. But they're going to get a bale here in a couple minutes. Oh, and that bull calf with scaly skin on his back, that's him. Just got across the bridge. And the bag bomb and some other stuff she put with it, it sure took care of that. If you noticed in the video the other day, all the hair was growing back. So, I mean, it happens once in a while. Get them treated and they're good. Yeah, Bam Bam strutting his stuff. Can't decide if he wants to run or just strut. Oh, see these others, they think they're going to go somewhere. Fat Amy, first one to the gate. Said, but I want that green grass. Yeah, she'll have some. Minnie M standing right there, just checked out with her, so they all think they're going to go somewhere. Oh well. Anyway, probably all you're going to get for the day. Probably plenty long. So, wave goodbye, Ty. Not much of a wave. Yeah, I lied. I'm back. We decided we let Dino's group back up here in the West Hayfield. There ain't a lot here, but it's more than what they got down below. They go over this. Let's see. I got about 3 days of water to get across that piece. Then we'll probably come into this piece. So that'll get them 3 days. They can have it anyway. And those girls will go in that bottom down there next, which will probably actually let me do one more pass here, because usually we hit that pasture there on the other side of the fence, and then this doesn't get as much, even though it gets a lot of water where they're standing down there. But if we come off this one, I can go right down the lane and water the piss out of it, which part of it works, part of it don't. But anyway, that shuts them up for a little bit.